welcome back to Watching Business Incorporated here on Channels Television. Guess what we are talking about today in the commodities segment? Burgers. Well, eating at home is embedded in Nigerian culture. However, out-of-home dining, which includes restaurants, hotels, fast food chains, bukas, mama puts, and other pub beer parlors, they've emerged as a new phenomenon in recent years. Food and consumption spending is estimated at more than 50%, about 56% of total consumption expenditure in Nigeria. With the current level of food inflation and squeeze in consumers' disposable income, well, do we expect to see a contraction in the contribution of food and fast food in particular to the GDP in any time soon, any recent time? Well, we have joining us for this conversation Adeye Adegusi to answer some of these questions. Hi Adeye, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, thanks for having me.
So do we see fast food and all of this, canteen, restaurant, do we see it increasing our GDP anytime soon, since it seems to be getting closer and closer into our culture?
Firstly, eating at home is held in high regard in Nigerian tradition, because it reflects family and togetherness. But however, the dining landscape in Nigeria over the years has evolved with the establishment of dining outlets like restaurants, hotels, eateries, bukas, as you mentioned, and this is due to rising urbanization and the desire for convenience. But with the current price pressures and food inflation we have in Nigeria right now, it's going to impact the level of contribution to these fast food sectors, to these fast food companies, to Nigeria's GDP. Firstly, you have to look at if prices continue rising also. If prices continue rising, it will lead to lower consumer spending on dining out or restaurants, because consumers become more budget conscious and will switch to more alternative, cheaper sources like regular eating at home, or patronizing your local buka that sells prices at cheaper costs. Then secondly, as I mentioned, the growth of these sectors has been directly linked to growing urbanization and desire for convenience. So whilst economic pressures continue to may lead to a reversion back to traditional in-home dining, the growth of this sector suggests that it has become a regular part of lifestyle, and particularly amongst urban dwellers and the young population.
So do we see this, this outdoor food? Do we see them embracing substitutes in the face of increase in prices, as you have mentioned?
Oh yes, as I mentioned, as prices to illustrate this a bit, a burger that you buy for 1,000 naira 2 years ago, right now it will be sold at over 2,000 naira at a lower quality and also a smaller size. So this will make consumers like me, switch to other alternatives, and also street foods like akara, like bread and beans, all of this, to just to become more budget friendly and be more cost effective.
So looking at the increase in demand, or the more people embracing the culture of eating outside, and comparing it with the price hike, do you think more food chain industries will come into the country, or is it more of local companies growing, and filling that space?
A major impediment for international food chains coming into Nigeria has been, rising costs and supply chain disruptions, and also, lower average consumer spend in Nigeria. Because there are cases where you've seen major food brands from outside not wanting to come into Nigeria because because they most of these companies they value their brand, so they want them to meet consumer quality, to ensure consumer satisfaction, and ensure their brand quality as well. So with these rising prices, and there are also uncertainties that local food supply may not be able to meet their quality standards, so which has hindered them from coming to Nigeria. But however, with Nigeria's rising population and the change in taste as Nigerians are becoming more exposed to international cuisine through travel and media, this could create a market for these companies coming into Nigeria.
All right. Thank you so much, Adeye, for giving us insight into all of that.
Thank you.